What's happening, man? It's different JJK reviews with some more different Jujutsu Kaisen reviews. And today we gotta talk about Sukuna and how he's likely making some big brain plays and actually maybe 2 steps ahead of Yuji and Higuruma's plan. But before we get into it, if you're rocking with the video, be sure to hit that like button. Lets me know that you're vibing with the video and helps the video get out to more people like you. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button and stay up to date with all the new Jujutsu Kaisen videos. Perfect. With that being said, let's get back to it. Alright, now to start things off in this recent chapter, Yuji and Higuruma are going at it, trying to get one up against Sukuna. Sukuna has literally killed practically every single person Yuji and the Jujutsu Kaisen sorcerers know, so it's on right now. So much so that when Yuji gets one of his punches off on Sukuna, even Sukuna is shocked. Now this might have something to do with his new cursed ability, maybe something like soul manipulation or blood manipulation, but for right now it's a mystery, and if even Sukuna doesn't know what's happening, you know it's about to be crazy. And one thing I gotta point out here too, is when Yuji is going crazy with his punches, we see him in a panel with like 4 arms for how fast he's punching, but this looks like a parallel to Sukuna and how his true form has 4 arms. I'm thinking artistically, this is probably running that parallel amongst the two and how they may be either the same person or twins and lining up with some of those theories. Alright, now to get into the plans of the Jujutsu sorcerers, in this recent chapter, we see that their plan is to capture Sukuna in Higuruma's domain. He has a non-violent domain, meaning this is going to handicap Sukuna for a moment, where he can't just go all crazy with all of his overpowered techniques. Now, Higuruma's domain is essentially a non-violent domain. No one can take any action, and they're held against like a lawsuit or a law case, something like that. And if in this case they're proven guilty, then they may have their powers confiscated and may face the death penalty, which ultimately gives Higuruma the executioner sword. And if anyone is touched by that, it's an instant KO. So Higuruma and Yuji's plan here is to get a quote-unquote retrial for the original case that Yuji was put into at the time when he was in Higuruma's domain, back near the Shibuya incident for having killed countless people. Now at that time, Yuji actually lost that case for all of the murders, even though it wasn't actually him. It was Sukuna, but him being Sukuna's vessel, he was held guilty for all of those murders. At this point with the retrial, what the goal is to now have Sukuna face the stand and be held accountable for all of these murders, ultimately leading him with the penalty of losing his curse technique. Now, there's a couple of little tricky things here. One, we don't know Sukuna's true curse technique. So even if one is removed, does he still have another curse technique? Or does it actually remove all of his cursed energy control and his curse techniques? Also, we gotta point out here, Sukuna is smirking the whole time. Now, if he beat Gojo and beat every single person we've seen him face in the show, it's unlikely that he's actually gonna get caught lacking here. He probably knows what's about to happen and has another plan in mind. As a matter of fact, right now he's in Megami's body, meaning there's a fair chance that with just saying it wasn't me, I'm Megami, or something along those lines, maybe that actually works. Now, I do think that'd be a little bit funny, but honestly, I don't hold it against him. He's always 2 steps ahead, and I think honestly that might be a good approach to the situation. But anyways, beyond that, even if Sukuna does get his curse technique confiscated, we already know he goes crazy with that hand-to-hand, so it won't be a true handicap on his end. But even with all of that, we can't forget the notorious JJK jumping scenes. They don't like the fair one-on-one fades. Yuta and Maki have been out of the scene, and they may be showing up right after this domain expansion to really pull up on Sukuna. And if that is the case, I think we're gonna get some back-to-back crazy chapters with some highs and some JJK fighting. But hey, let me know what you think. Do you think that Sukuna is going to get off easy by just claiming he's Megami? Or do you think something else is going to happen? Go ahead and comment that in the comments below. With that being said, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all the new Jujutsu Kaisen content. Perfect. Also, somewhere here is a video that YouTube thinks you're going to love. Be sure to check that out next, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.